will say these words. I remember the first time, the first of many lines we fed into the carpet. Hide it under the bed, say these things that go away, but they never do. Something I'm sure of, that I was in the middle of, something I forget now, but I seem to visualize the last time you fall on me for anything you like. You won last night. You fall on me for anything you like, and yeah, make everything right. You fall on me for anything you like, and I this is the last time that I will show my face, one last tender lion. When I'm out of this place, to tread into the carpet, hide it under the stairs. You say that some things never die. Well, I tried and I tried. It's something I wasn't sure of, but I was in the middle of, something I forget now. Seem to visualize the last time you fall on me for anything you like. You won last night. You fall on me for anything you like, and yeah, make everything right. You fall on me for anything you like, and I know I jumped my waiting for light to start. Meet me in the morning when you wake up. Meet me in the morning when you wake up. I'll meet you on the other side. I'll meet you in the light. Don't suffocate. I'll meet you in the morning when you
That was Super Fun Animals there with Soul Light, clocking in at around about 7 minutes on record, not too sure what it is live. We're joined by Keane. There we go, come up, yes.
Yes. Well, you did almost have the same size of crowd as James Brown did there, but they've all gone, sorry. That sounded from here and from what we've played out already phenomenal. I mean,
well, apparently you couldn't have a normal conversation back here during Somewhere in Reno. The crowd was out because I was really goading them. I was going, "Come on, make it so loud that Mike Skinner can't hear himself sing in the next door tent." And they obliged. It was incredible. It was great, a great feeling.
The Scottish can sing. Good God, they can sing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
they don't need much guidance, well. You kind of just come on, and then they're off.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, it is Booze Marathon out there at the moment, so they're up for a sing-song. But we had Embrace and earlier on, and they had the first big sing-song of the day, didn't they?
They did, yeah. We were trying to do an interview, it was really annoying.
we can only apologise. So were we, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
And then you kind of think trumped them with the sing-along, which is a big deal. It's a big deal.
They're in the next dressing room, so maybe they'll start throwing stuff at us.
But the thing is, because we were talking, we were hoping that you were going to come in for an interview at some stage. You played Tea in the Park for the first time last year in a tent. To go from the tent to that must be extremely gratifying.
We thought we were in a tent last year. We thought we were going to be, because someone said, "Oh, you're on the enemy stage," and I literally thought that meant like playing to 5 people. Didn't really know who we were, but actually that turns out that that's the other stage, which is still quite big, and it was a real shock last year. But today was just incredible. It kind of topped it. It was just double the amount of people, and now that everyone kind of knows the record, they're singing on to everything, which makes my job a bit easier.
Yeah, I was just going to say, are you ever going to do that thing which a lot of artists tend to do when they get to the chorus, turn the mic to the rest of the crowd to sing along?
Well, I did. Somewhere in Reno, I just sort of stuck it out there. Well, not that. Yeah. Somewhere in Reno's got about 8 choruses anyway. There's a sprawling mass of choruses.
I'm going to have one next year. I'm going to sing one myself.
Yeah.
I remember it must be coming up for 3 years seeing you lot in a tiny little tent at Reading. To about 25, between 25 and 50 people when I first got in the tent, and then it got busier as you started. Have you had a chance to kind of go, what has gone on?
We saw some footage of that the other day because we're trying to put together a DVD at the moment, and we're just looking.
Fun.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we were just looking at ourselves. We got how sort of fresh we look, and excited by the whole thing.
And young.
Exactly, yeah. But I mean, it wasn't. That was the first kind of festival that we'd ever done. We had no idea what to expect. We didn't think anyone would be there or like us or anything like that. And I think that was the beginning of a kind of a sort of succession of amazing experiences that we've had ever since. And it is hard to put it into context. I think for a band like us, we struggled to get anywhere for so long, and then suddenly everything happens at once. You do kind of struggle to know what to think and what to feel. But really, at the end of it, it's just really exciting. We're
brilliant.
just very happy.
You should be very excited and well done on today. Thank you for coming and chatting to us.
Yes, thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
We are going to take a very short break right now, but we will be back with more live music from Tea in the Park 2005 after we get some news on BBC Three.
Felt the earth beneath my
It's been great actually, just kind of hanging out. As the day's gone on, it's got sunnier and sunnier and sunnier, which is great for us because we're obviously playing quite late on, so we're playing as the sun goes down, and I'm just really excited. You know, this is one of the biggest and best festivals that there is to play, and to have a chance to come and play again for like the third time is a great honour, so we're proud to be here. I heard a bit of the Doves, who sound on awesome form, a bit of Block Party as well, so yeah, no, it's incredible, you know, the number of great bands that there are here. We feel in very esteemed company. Everyone up here is just completely up for it, you know, when it comes to live music, and you know, you probably had every single band saying this to you when you've asked that question, but Scotland is just like the best place on the planet to come and play music live, and it always is, and they never let you down. Everyone just kind of goes for it, and I just love that, because I think with our music especially, people who come and see us, they have that kind of desire just to let go and completely forget about, you know, the world around them and all the things that are troubling them, and they basically just come and have a great big sing song. So I think I think our you know, our music's great for that kind of vibe, and great for a festival like this. So yeah, we're playing for an hour, and or just over an hour, and we're running through our biggest hits if we've got any, which is cool. I mean, I love being able to do that, especially I think at the end of a weekend, because I think everyone just wants to hear that at the end of a weekend. We went to see. I was at Glastonbury, and I just went as a punter to Glastonbury this year, and I was just so excited about watching Bruce Springsteen, and I have been for like months and months, and I actually passed up on the chance to go and watch him in Washington DC a couple of months before, because I thought, oh, I'll go and see him at Glastonbury. It's going to be amazing, kind of visceral, brilliant experience, and he kind of sort of meandered on stage, didn't even realise that he was really there, and then he. 6 songs in, I just thought, this is not what I built it up to be, and I just wandered off and went and had a dance actually somewhere, which was kind of weird. So I suppose the upshot of what I'm trying to say is, you know, for me it's all about festivals are all about just going out there all guns blazing and playing the biggest songs that you have in your kind of arsenal of songs. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do tonight, and we've hopefully got a special guest joining us as well for what is one of her favourite songs of all time, or so she says. Well, it's the lovely Lily Allen, who has always been a kind of unfaltering supporter of ours, and I really we obviously really appreciate her support, and you know, and we actually absolutely love what she does as well. So it's great. She's going to come on and sing a bit of Somewhere Only We Know. Hopefully she won't have had too many drinks by that stage. Well, no, hopefully she will. Hopefully it'll add to the melting pot. But yeah, you know, we're very excited that she's come to join us, because we played a festival in Germany, and it was a bit of a kind of rain-soaked mud fest, and Germany's not always been the best place for us to play music. But actually it turned out to be a bit of a triumphant gig, but she watched the whole gig from the side of the stage, and it felt like having someone, you know, who's kind of really on our side, sort of, you know, geeing us up and supporting us along the way. So yeah, we're very thankful for Lily, and you know, we're looking forward to getting together with her.
Pain
There you go. That was Keane there on the Radio 1 NME stage. And they've only gone and joined us right now. How you doing, lads?
Hello.
We're ecstatic. We had a lovely, lovely time.
I could tell you were like kind of like that.
Do you know, you could tell, particularly your face, I thought, looked the proudest. You definitely look the proudest member of Keane.
I love coming to Scotland. It's an amazing place to play music.
Yeah.
I think we just felt like pure elation from start to finish. And I don't think you get that at any other festival in the world. I really, truly believe that. It's great.
I actually was a bit worried about you at one point. I thought you were going to crack your head off your piano. It was just so exciting.
It does happen occasionally.
Does it?
You know, it's off-roading. It's a musical off-roading.
You were battering the keys. It was very violent at points.
Piano playing.
I've been gigs where his piano is covered in blood at the end of it because he has cracked his head up. Yes,
it's genuinely
it's like a workout.
Wow,
you could release your own like kind of special music workout, like for piano
workout.
players.
Choose a member of Keane.
My mum has genuinely actually had real concern for you when we've been watching like festival footage. She's like, I do worry about his piano playing, but you're okay, Mum. I believe.
It's not very good, is it?
You're absolutely fine.
Now, Tom, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a guy on somebody's shoulders. You pointed it out earlier on.
He was
wearing
exactly
the same outfit as you. Did you see him? He was wearing like a sky blue top and a yellow
That is
t-shirt.
a real shame.
I thought you'd placed like your little brother in the crowd, like
my reserve.
Just in case.
There was a lovely moment. I think it was the first song in where you kind of went out to the front of the crowd and we just kind of did that and we're like, wow, we're in for a good night tonight. Do you kind of know that after the first song that kind of get a gauge how it's going to be, I suppose?
I think so. I mean, obviously Blur are playing at the same time as us, so we kind of knew that anyone who was there was coming to see us over Blur, and obviously we're massive Blur fans, and so to choose us over them was just felt like such an honour. And not only that, I mean, everyone at this festival, it's Sunday night, everyone's probably pretty knackered, pretty worn out, but they still just gave everything, and I just love the way people just shake off all those inhibitions and worries and just let go, and that's exactly what we felt. So of course it really touched us.
Yeah. Good. How long from obviously you just joined us now, but how long does it take to you to sort of calm down, get normal after doing something so ridiculous as
I don't think we ever really get normal.
I find it takes like an hour.
When will you get normal?
That's gonna take forever.
You'll suddenly see one of us sort of nod off.
Adrenaline crash.
A sugar crash. You know, you have 2 or 3 coffees. It's like the same as that, and then suddenly you're just dead. You know. That's it.
So what sort of time did you guys get here? Did you get a chance to see any other bands, or have you literally just come here and gone straight on stage?
We got here this afternoon. I went straight out and watched Block Party.
It was great, wasn't it?
Absolutely amazing. They're one of my favourite bands. I think they're one of the great British bands at the moment.
Me too.
And then went and saw another one, saw Elbow. So it was like a double whammy that was just ridiculously good.
You can tell by the number of great bands and the great lineup, just kind of what a prestigious place this is to come and play music now, and I think all bands want to come here and want to be a part of it. You can really tell that.
It's the rolling hills, isn't it? It's the rolling.
All we've said is rolling hills.
It's the cups of weed flying through the air.
Yeah, but surely you're too far away. I always think.
I saw a security guard cop one. Really?
No. I saw you dodge
bad
something actually on stage. What was it? Do you kind of look and see?
I don't know. There were a few glow sticks flying around.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone threw a ketchup bottle in it. It was towards Jesse, who was playing bass with us, and he said that he kind of saw it, and he just did a little Michael Jackson, like, out of the way, let it fly
body
past
popping.
his head, and just carried on. It was amazing.
Well, Keane, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah,
I'll let you go
cheers.
and get normal now after that performance.
Gonna go and watch Blur.
And dodge wee. Okay, we're going to go and check out Snow Patrol, who are on just before Blur on the main stage. It was a cracking performance with Crack the Charters. That was terrible.
This is the last time that I will show my face. One last dandelion. Then I'm not at this place, so tread it into the carpet. Hide it under the bed. You say that some things never die. be the president? Did you want to start a war? Did you want to have a family? Did you want to be in love? Did you want to be in love? When we fall in love, we just fall in love with ourselves. We spiraling, we tumbling down. We spiraling down to the ground. We
Hello, hello.
Hello. you were just asking me about yesterday and the weather and stuff, and I was explaining that it's a wee bit muddy, and you've seen what it's like out there. Have you played any horror festivals where people have been up to their necks in mud in the past?
Been to a few.
Yeah.
Glastonbury last year I went to, and that was pretty chaotic. We've played we played one in Liverpool at like a country house. I can just imagine like the owners of the country house were just spitting because it was just like the whole place was just completely ruined, and there were these people like just doing drugs just in the crowd, like without any kind of shame or fear of persecution.
That would be the tops.
Yeah, probably was.
I once worked at a festival and it was so muddy that when the crowd left, we tied a big piece of carpet to a dumper truck and just ragged it around the site and were surfing on the back of it. It's actually one of the most fun things I've ever done, I think.
Keane must have played Tea in the Park quite a few times now. So many that you've lost count yet?
I think this is our third or fourth time here.
Is that all?
Yeah, I'd say so. Maybe our fourth time. Yeah. You seem surprised.
Yeah, just you seem like one of these staple bands that sort of have that right to play Tea in the Park every year because Scotland loves you.
Well, Scotland has been very kind to us. It's true. Yeah, I don't really know why we played less than we should have done. If we have played less than we should. How long have we been around? Too long. 8 years. So 8 years since our first album came out. So I don't think four
that
times.
Sort of works out once every other year. So that's good. And playing on the main stage at festivals is that a very different experience from sort of just when you're starting out, and I suppose when you start out there weren't as many festivals for starters. There's now like one every weekend. I suppose you would have done the European one, so it's different.
Yeah, when we first started out, festivals were, well, especially for us lot, because we really, I mean, I'd never really even been to a festival before we sort of played at them, so it was a very unknown quantity. But our music seems to translate really well at festivals, and we always felt kind of quite comfortable and at home at them, aside from the kind of backstage facilities, which I don't think any band's particularly pleased about, because you spend your life sort of on the road and in kind of hotel rooms and all those kind of terrible cliches, and then you get to a festival and it's just however nice it is, it's still a little bit worse than everywhere else.
I was chatting to Amy McDonald yesterday, and she was saying, it's they treat you well at these festivals, no denying that, but it differs so much from places like Belgium and Germany. Is that right, or is it just because they love Amy McDonald more than they love Keane?
I think these festivals, British festivals, always just have the edge. We know how to do a festival, and there are other festivals around the world that are really great, and they're really well organised and everything's spotless and stuff, but there's some little bit of magic that's missing at a lot of them, which you only find, even if it's really muddy and everyone's,
people surfing on the mud with a rolled up carpet.
Yeah.
Like you did, Jess.
You see, you have these foreign festivals like Benicassim and Coachella and stuff, but they don't have this weather.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's the magic they're missing.
I think it is though. It's a bit of like that kind of Dunkirk spirit or whatever they call it. Do you know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh my god, I cannot believe it's even worse than it was last year. A complete sludge fest, but we'll still get out there and we'll still have a good time. And that kind of mentality of just wanting to like beat the next person, you know, into having a good time. So someone comes up and says, "Oh, I've been
in the park." They literally want to beat the next person. Yeah. You looking at me, big man?
Guys, thanks very much. Have a brilliant team.
Go down to the rides on East Parade by the lights of the Palace Arcade and watch night coming down on the Sovereign Line Cafe. I'm begging you for some sign, but you still got nothing to say. Don't turn your back on me, don't walk away. I'm a better man now than I was that day. Let's go down to the rides on East Parade by the lights of the Palace Arcade and watch night coming down on the Sovereign Line Cafe. Let's go down to the bandstand on the pier, watch the drunks and the lovers appear to take turns. It's the stars of the Sovereign Line Cafe. I will my bike off the train up the Nocturne Road and look for you in morning rain. In every building, every street sign. Oh, why did we ever go so far from home? When you go, there's still so many things you don't know. Don't you look back, have no doubt that I will see you on the road. And when the world's saying you love, why don't you let me carry your load? When things get bad, you know you'll have a friend all along the road. Hey! And I would love it sometime if you would walk a paper kite blown around by the breeze. Love won't rest till it brings you to your knees. Some find it easy, some will never even know. You think you've done your journey, then you stumble and find that there's such a long way to go. Drag your heart up to the starting line. Forget the ghosts that make you old before your time. It's too easy to get left behind. I know you've been kicked around. You wanna be lost and not be found. But let's take the back way into town and drink to the bad times, lay them down on me.
Have you got set favourites?
All the old favourites are just great to play.
Once you know, because the old ones, because we played them so many times,
Yeah.
you don't have to think about the chords as much as the new ones. Do you know what I mean? So you can have a bit more
No,
fun.
you had a few moments where I think.
All right.
you were thinking
I
about
forgot to
chords
switch my
today.
bass on at one point.
Did you? Oh,
I was like, all right. Oh,
oh no, then you guys forgot to turn his bass.
a little scary.
Real professionals.
Yeah.
But it must be that thing as well where you have played, you know, you've played those old songs so many times, but that reaction from the crowd must, I don't know, lift you to a level that you kind of forget that maybe.
Yeah, well, that's why we do it, I think, really.
Yeah.
It's why we go out on the road and why we still love making music, I think. Just that connection with people. Nothing else beats it. I haven't found anything else in my life that beats it. My wife will kill me for saying that. But anyway.
Well, listen, we hope you're going to come back to tea.
Pleasure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
thanks for chatting to us.
Last time you fall on me for anything you like, you always cry. You fall on me for anything you like, and yes, make everything right. You fall on me for anything you like, and I don't mind. This is the last time don't understand the same things as you.